During my expeditions to parks and natural reserves chasing after our devil's birds, I came across many other species that also share this rich South Florida habitat. In fact, I was able to record a lot of material about other species, but I'll only make a brief introduction to the ones that most caught my attention. In the morning, they're all focused on finding breakfast like this young cormorant, fishing on the shore and catching small fishes like diving experts. Just like the anhinga, they also dry their feathers after a dive. On the other hand, the gray-blue heron, the largest of all the American herons, weighs only around 5 to 6 pounds despite its size. This is due to its hollow bones. They eat everything that is in a short distance away. Fishes, amphibians, reptiles, small mammals, insects and other birds located at a close range are their targets. This one that we are looking is a white subspecies that lives in the south coast of Florida. The great egret is the most elegant heron of the wetlands. In the 19th century they were hunted almost until their extinction, which inspired the first movements of conservation and some of the first laws to protect birds. The great egret is also the symbol of the National Audubon Society, one of the oldest environmental organizations in North America. Tricolor herons walks gracefully through the wetlands where they fish tiny fishes with a quick attack using its flexible neck. These elegant herons can be seen in coastal estuaries, marshes, mangroves, and lagoons during the breeding season. Out of the season, they use coastal areas as well as freshwater marshes. These birds move stealthily among the undergrowth to go unnoticed and slowly stalk small fishes. The green heron is one of the few species of birds that use the world's tools. He often creates fishing lures with bread crust, insects and feathers, leaving them on the surface of the water to attract small fishes. Some of these birds fly long distances. Individuals have been reported as far as England and France. White wood stork ford the swamps and wetlands of southeast Florida. They are more than 3 feet high, definitely the largest of all wetland birds. They can be found only in certain areas of the United States, and they are social birds that feed in groups and nest in colonies. Because of its weird and mysterious look, this is one of the birds that I most wanted to record. I've been looking for it without any success during countless visits to different wetlands. This colony that you're seeing survived feeding on a dump in Fontainebleau, Miami, in company of some ibis. The storks occupied a prominent place in the mythologies of many communities and civilizations. They were venerated in ancient Greece, China, and Europe as a symbol of good luck, precursors of spring and birth. And here they are, surviving from our waste. Here you have the purple gallinules, which are long-legged birds that walk through water lilies and other floating vegetation, while hunting frogs and invertebrates or stinging tubers. They are remarkable flying. They've appeared in Iceland, Switzerland, the island of South Georgia, Galapagos, and South Africa. The purple gallinule often have multiple offspring per year. They have deep family ties, which is an unusual behavior in birds. The immature offspring of previous nests help the parents to feed and defend the new chicks. There are two very similar species, the common gallinule and the American coot. Another species that we found is the mottled duck. They are splash ducks that feed on the river surface. In Florida, hybridization with introduced ducks have produced many of the so-called mottled ducks. That's why it's very hard to identify a pure mottled duck. Just for the record, in recent years, hunters have killed between 20,000 and 50,000 speckled ducks every year. The weird white-faced Muscovy dog having received the value it has as an endemic bird. I myself believed before starting these research that they were invasive birds that had escaped from farms. Actually, they are one of the oldest domestic bird species in the world. The natives of Peru and Paraguay were already raising them when the first Spanish explorers arrived. The Aztec rulers wore cloaks made by the feathers of the Muscovy dog, which was considered the totemic animal of the wind god Ethecod. The male Muscovy dog is the largest dog in North America. However, the female is only half its size. The Egyptian goose are invasive birds in Florida. They are originally from Africa, and they were considered sacred by the ancient Egyptians. Speculations that this bird had escaped from Miami Metro Zoo when the facility was severely affected by the Hurricane Andrew was rejected. It was confirmed that none of the 5 Egyptian goose captives in Metro Zoo at the time of the Hurricane Andrew had escaped. The conclusion is that the Egyptian goose was deliberately released in Florida. Because these birds are very exotic, there is a big concern about the economic, ecological, and social impacts that the extinction of the Egyptian goose can have in North America. The American white pelican, one of the largest birds in North America. It's majestic with its large head and huge heavy body that gives it a prehistoric appearance. These spectacular birds work in team while feeding. They coordinate their swimming as a group like dancing to try to lead their prey to the shallow waters. These shy pelicans are very sensitive to the disturbance caused by human beings around their breeding colonies and easily abandon nests. Human riots and the destruction of foraging and reproduction habitats have been its main threat. Pelicans depend on shallow wetlands to survive. If you're looking for a nervous, quarrelsome, and scandalous bird, you've come to the right place. The black-necked stilt is considered one of the most majestic of the shorebirds. They live in shallow wetlands with sparse vegetation, including ponds and salt lakes, shallow lagoons, salt marshes, and mangroves. The black-necked stilt is vulnerable to the destruction and degradation of wetlands and especially to pollution, including pesticides, heavy metals, and other elements such as selenium. The white ibis are very social birds. They feed and fly in groups, and also nest in colonies. They move slowly looking for their prey in muddy bottoms or picking up the prey from the surface. As a curiosity, the mascot of the University of Miami in Florida is a white ibis. Legend stands that they chose the white ibis for its heroic ability to withstand hurricanes, which is the name of the college football team. And here we see them, foraging together with a group of turkey and black vulture. The turkey vulture eats carrion, which they find because of their excellent sense of smell. They barely attack live prey. They can be seen standing, with their wings outstretched in the sun, probably to warm, cool, or dry their feathers very often, especially in the morning. The main concern around the conservation of these environment cleaners is its capture or murder due to erroneous fears of disease propagation. Far from it, vultures actually help to keep our environment clean. These are essential birds to ensure the balance of the environment. Their scavenging eating habits allows them to control the decaying organic matter from dead animals. If it were not consumed, the decomposing meat would become a dangerous source of various diseases and infections. The black vulture has a very important role helping to prevent the spread of many diseases.